Good morning, students. To have a better idea on temporary joint, semi-permanent joint and permanent joint, here you can see the practical examples which are used in our day-to-day life. So, the examples of temporary joints are nut and bolt joint, flange joint, quarter joint and knuckle joint. So, you can see this all joints, this can easily be disassembled and can be reused as many times as you can and as many different places. Next is your semi-permanent joint. So here you can see a rivet joint which is joining two metals surfaces. The bottom plate and the top plate are joined by riveted joints, and this joint can only be disassembled by breaking this riveted joint. Next is your permanent joint, and you can form a permanent joint by welding, and you can see here different types of welded joints which are permanently joined together. Next we will see what is a welded joint. A welded joint is nothing but a permanent joint which is obtained by fusion of edges of two plates to be joined together with the application of heat and with or without the application of pressure or filler material. Next, what are the different types of welded joints? Number one is our lap joint, second is your butt joint, next point number 3 is your corner joint, number 4 is your T joint, and number 5 is our edge joint. Next, let us see what is a lap joint. Lap joint is also known as filler joint, which is obtained by overlapping the plates one on the top of the other by welding the edges. A lap joint can be used to join wood, plastic or metals. So here you can see two metals which are joined one above the other with the help of welding to form a lap joint. Next is your butt joint. So what is a butt joint? Butt joint is obtained by placing the plate edges edge to edge or surface located approximately in the same plane with each other. So you can see here two plates are joined together with their edges in the same plane. And what are the examples of butt joint? Butt joint include pipe, valve, flanges and fittings. So here we see generally butt joint in this type of fittings. Next is your corner joint. A corner joint consists of two pieces of metals joined at edges to form an L shape, and it is common in construction of boxes, tanks, frames and other similar items. So here you can see the two plates are joined with the help of welding to form an L shape. Next is our T joint. So as the name implies, the joint is in T shape. So T joint consists of two pieces of materials connecting at right angles to form a T section. Okay. Next, plate or surfaces should have good fit up in order to ensure uniform penetration and fusion. So the surfaces should have good fit up in order to have uniform penetration and fusion during welding. This is widely employed in thin walled structures. Next is our edge joint. The edge joint consists of joining two parallel plates by means of weld. So when we are joining two parallel plates by means of welding, they form an edge joint. This joint is often used in sheet metal work where the two edges can easily and quickly melted down, eliminating the need of any filler materials. So this ends our welded joints.